What got into you tonight? Because it seemed like the added spacing allows you to get downhill more and attack the rim.
Just putting an emphasis on it. I mean, that's been the game plan all series. But just having every single time I touched the ball, just attacking the paint. Honestly, it was just focus on winning and executing the game plan to the best of my ability this game.
There was a lot of attention from the outside on James, and considering he played a little bit subpar, considering his standard. What did you make of how he came out today and performed?
That was good. The pace was good, controlling the offense, getting out, attacking the switches and mismatches that we wanted him to attack. Not waiting so they can load up. But we need that same pace, that same aggression, that same focus and controlling the game, and making sure there's a balance of him attacking and being able to draw defense in and kick the ball out and find openings from the added attention of them trying to fire and blitz him and get the ball out of his hands.
You guys have lost 2 in a row, then won 2 in a row, and then lost 2 in a row heading into this one. Just what was the overall mood of the team, just the mentality heading into a game like this?
I thought everybody was even keel, not too high, not too low. Everybody was just focused on how we can be better. T came in and showed us the film of our own mistakes, not game plan mistakes, messing up on coverage and things like that, just our own lack of focus in Game 5. And then just our mentality on the defensive end, picking up pressure and not being back on our heels. That's been our identity all year long. We're a pressure team. We're a ball pressure team. We're a team that brings the physicality and the pace into the game.
As somebody who's grown up playing basketball as a kid and loves the game, how cool was it for you, or what was going through your head when you hit that final kind of clutch shot to seal the game at home on your own T-shirt night in the first, playoff? Like, that must have been a cool moment.
Honestly, I wasn't even thinking about all that. I was just focused on winning the game. I pride myself in the work that I put in. I pride myself in being ready for these big moments and coming through for my teammates when they need me most. I think if you look at my playoff career, I've been able to do that in big games, being called upon, role changing, starting in playoff series, coming off the bench, things like that. It's all prepared me for moments like this. In those times, I just focus on the game and trust my work and staying in the moment. Nothing outside, off the court, whatever's happening. All that matters is one possession at a time and what I have to do to make a play.
What can you guys draw from the first 3 games in Denver going into this Game 7?
We can look at the first 2 and how we need to play and how we need to be and how we need to compete. And then we can look at Game 5 and know what we need not to do, and our mentality needs to be the same mentality that we had here. No setbacks, no drawbacks, no taking our foot off the gas. We have the blueprint. We know what we need to do, and it's going to take everybody stepping on that floor, being tight and communicating, and bringing that pressure and that grit and that attack mentality.
I know y'all been even killed, but did your teammates say something to you when you caught the 2 bodies or no?
No.
They didn't say nothing?
No, they were just screaming and yelling.
Okay.
I said, man, I'm just focused on making a play. That's what I do. People get caught up with my threes and everything like that, but I made my name dunking on people coming into the league.
Yeah,
so.
you did, for sure. Okay.
Norm, we talked about the community aspect of Toronto and the way that Jurassic Park grew, and the other night on the Plaza they had over 1,000 fans. What do you make of the way that the community has been rallying around this building and having events like that now?
I mean, it's amazing. I love it. First coming here, you hear everybody talking bad about the Clippers and how we're the little sister team to the Lakers and everything like that. But having our own space, having a place where people can come and really get into the Clipper spirit and build that fan base and connect is huge. And I saw the Instagram posts and everything on social. The turnout's amazing. We're definitely looking forward for a bigger turnout for Game 7. The fans have been amazing in our home games here in the playoffs. And just to continue support. We feel that we feed off that. And we're looking forward to going out and putting a good product in for Game 7.
Norm, you've been through several of these battles now in your career. Has this postseason felt more physical to you than past ones?
Honestly, I feel like the postseason's always physical. I think they let a lot of things go. Just like continually talking to the officials and things like that. I don't know. I think the postseason has always been physical. They let things slide. They let you play, and let the best out of the best win. But we have to be the ones to set the aggression, set the tone. If we do that, then I think we'll be able to, get those whistles and those calls. They can't call everything, but being the physical going to show that this is how the game is going to be played tonight is huge. I think we did that tonight. We need to do that going into Game 7.
I know that slow starts have been an emphasis for Ty. I think today was a bit better, but like, what is it about? What could you guys do differently, especially heading there? I think they've been able to. I think last week they were up 12 after one. Like, how do you start off games better? I guess.
Just like I said, just putting the pressure. I think we did a great job today. I mean, they're a team that comes out really fast out the gates. But I thought we were able to, catch their momentum, make it tough with them, and offensively, our pace and the way we were attacking the game, really being able to let us settle into the game and hold their run in the first quarter. I think we got out the first quarter down 3 or something like that, which is huge. We were able to put points on the board, and a few more smarter plays defensively will get them to a 25-point quarter.
You usually talk about like understand the grind. Can you really talk in detail what that means and what that entails?
Oh man, understand the grind is just, like I said, it's a mindset that I've always talked about, and how your daily approach and what you're trying to go after. That's been me since I was a little kid, putting in the work, sacrificing time to my friends and my family, because I had a goal in mind. And it's a message for everybody who's trying to pursue something in life. It doesn't have to just be sports, but it's a mentality that you're going to go in and put the work in. The good days, bad days, obstacles. Things going well, it's a continued focus on improving and going after your goal. And that's what understanding grind is about. It's just a mentality and how you're going to approach and attack every single day and to reach your goals.
Thanks, Norm. Okay, last one.
All right, sorry. Last week you joked about how Nico's old in basketball years and all this stuff. And you don't count his international credentials or anything. Does anything he does still surprise you at this age, though? The way that he's able just to go into a game and just change it the way that he can?
No, I've been watching Nico for a long time. He's a professional. That's one thing that he always told me, professional basketball player. And I think he's very smart. He's very heady. And he has experience since he was a teenager, playing in moments like this, stages like this, and being a team player and doing what it takes for the team to win, sacrificing himself for the greater good and going in there and making the tough plays, the hard plays, the gritty plays that really swings the momentum to win basketball games.
Okay,